We moved to Leesburg when I was 4 or 5, and on my 6th birthday, I got put on the back of a horse. And that's just the way life was. I grew up just riding, competing. Then after I went to college, kind of faded from it until my daughter was born. And then same thing, when she was 5, my sister and my mom put her on the back of a horse, and she has the passion. And so that got me back into the horse world. She started taking lessons at Redgate Farm, which is a riding school. And the owner, once she was short an instructor and said, can you teach a class tonight? And I'm like, Christine, I haven't done this in 20 years. She goes, you'll be fine. It's like riding a bike. And it was, and I loved it. Just recently inherited my parents' farm, and now my daughter and I have horses there, and we teach there. This is the house my parents built. My mom named it Westerly, and this is where I grew up. It's up on a hill. There's a big white house that's got columns. It was my mom's dream, and there's 2 small barns. It's so peaceful out there. You hear the birds chirping, you hear the sun is shining. It's just a nice, beautiful place. Growing up, horses was just an escape. We lived out in the country, and so it was cool just to be able to just ride out. And I remember pretending that I was the only person in this vast territory. I just want to make it a safe, kind of a sanctuary place that they can escape from the world.
I grew up riding, and obviously my dad taught me when I was growing up, and so when I was working at the barn I was riding at growing up, I got a lot of opportunities to help with camps. Just kept doing it, wanted to do more, and started teaching lessons at the barn I grew up riding at, and just took off, kept going.
Keep the leg on, send him forward.
And that's when I teach. I just want to see kids succeed, and feel good about themselves. And I always try to ask them, why do you ride? If you want to compete, we're going to be really serious. But if you just ride for fun, then we're going to have fun. I believe man was supposed to ride a horse, to be with horses. And the reason I say that is my horse Max that I had, probably I rode the longest when I was in high school. He was my buddy. And I can remember when I went off to college, he ended up going to Foxcroft Riding School down in Middleburg. And about a year later, I was actually teaching, and I saw him out in the field. He looked up and he saw me, and he came walking across the field to me. He knew, and he came right to me. It's the two-way relationship. People always say, well, what's so hard about riding? You just sit there, but it's so much core muscle that you don't even realize that you're using, that you are out of breath. So I'll say that jokingly to my students. It's like, why are you out of breath? You just sit up there. And they're like, oh, whatever.
Little half halt, outside support, rein. There you go.
I can't even imagine what it's like being a teenager today. Life was so simple in the 80s. There was no social media. I didn't have a computer. I didn't have a phone.
I feel like I live in this little Christian bubble. This is like my one interaction with the world. I prayed for the longest time when I was teaching at Redgate Farm, just to be able to have my own place that I could offer this and do my own thing, and God made it happen. So this is really cool to now see high schoolers doing what I was able to do back in the day. So, answer a prayer. It's really nice.